Oh, alright. Hell. Cause this joint be having me looking dusty, for I'm talking about. Alright. Anyway, welcome back to another video, y'all. Before we do anything else, all praise to the Most High. As always. Today we got Trap Lord Ross. Like I said, I'm calling you Ross. I ain't calling you Trap like everybody else. What have you ever trapped? First of all, gang. Never mind. It don't match the mother. Alright. Why the Yella Beezy? Well, shit. Why Yella Beezy got MO3 killed on the freeway? Allegedly. Let's get right into it.
Following his recovery, the first big single that Yella Beezy dropped was the smash hit Back At It Again on March the 15th, 2019, with this track coming with big features from the likes of Quavo of the Migos and Gucci Mane. And a music video came out the following month, which to date has racked up close to 80 million views. This song would land on the Billboard Hot 100 charts too, peaking at number 78, and by the end of the year it was even certified gold. But the track also had some cryptic lyrics that referenced the tollway shooting and the beef in his city, with Yella Beezy rapping, "Last month I got shot, I been went up on features, body for body, my dudes are some demons, we tit for tat, leave you busted and bleeding." This track was from his 2019 mixtape Back End Beezy, which also featured the track Restroom Occupied featuring Chris Brown. And despite the tension and close brush with death, by this point it seemed as if Yella Beezy was truly back at it again and taking his career.
I'm sorry, I feel like Trap Lord Ross be putting this shit on. He like his bandana, he be putting his bandana on in the mirror. Yeah. Gangsta.
To brave new highs. Meanwhile, Trap Boy Freddy was goading the opposition too, showing off a newly renovated Sprinter bus following Mo3's allegations of somebody having had their Sprinter shot up. In June 2019, Mo3 would release his new video for the track Alter Ego, aka Mo3 vs Osama. And this song would see Mo3 introduce the world to his new alter ego, Osama 3 Laden. Yeah, that's really what he called himself. Along with revealing his provocative, iced out Osama pistol chain that he would become synonymous with. This song would see Mo3 rapping back and forth between his two alter egos, Mo3 and Osama 3 Laden, his evil side, an apparent body-catching demon. Clearly Mo3 didn't mind playing the villain in his city, to the point where he would nickname him after one of the most hated terrorists in American history. And with that mindset, it's really no surprise that things would pop off once again between these Dallas rappers, with the next clash happening in July 2019, when allegedly a promoter attempted to book Mo3 and Yella Beezy to play the same concert, the 2019 Unruly Citizens Festival at the Ford Center. Mo3 would arrive to perform, being told by police he would not be allowed to enter the venue where Yella Beezy was, ultimately leading to him being arrested, with Mo3 broadcasting his own arrest on IG Live.
That's crazy.
No both?
You know, BLE.
Hey, what's your birthday? No.
May 31st.
May 31st?
1992.
What the fuck you all to hear?
Hey, tell him I'm on the show, bro. I ain't did nothing. I'm on the show.
Just stay right there.
I ain't did nothing.
You're not in the show, dude.
Huh?
You're not in the show.
When? Since when?
You got canceled.
I ain't know that, sir.
Mo3 would be escorted from the venue in handcuffs, later taking to social media to mock the police and Yella Beezy for having him removed from the show, and suggesting that a flyer that had both Mo3 and Yella Beezy's names on it had been taken down from the internet, leading some skeptics to suggest that Mo3 was never booked to perform there at all.
I ain't going in the show if he in the building. I ain't gonna do the show if he still here. I told y'all it was a problem. My son feared for his safety. Y'all need to get him out of here. Okay, we're gonna hit him with trespassing. Okay, we're gonna hit him with trespassing.
That's
sir, you
crazy.
have a warrant, sir. You're not supposed to be here. What? Well, I got a warrant. Oh, now I'm trespassing. Which one is it? Which one is it? I just can't do my show. Sir, you're not on the show since when? Since when I ain't on the show? Since when I ain't on the show? My name on the flyer. Oh, they took all the flyers down out their page. So now people saying he was never on the show. Folks, I ain't got no beef and no rap. I don't know what y'all talking about. I came here to do a show. Well, they told us, we see you on the premises, gonna get you up out of here. Who told y'all that? Blake, you told me that Dallas gang unit called and said, y'all gotta take Mo3 off the show because he's a gang member. I thought whatchamacallit was neighborhood. I thought he was rolling 60 Crip. That don't make no sense, man. Come on, y'all killing me with these lies, man. Y'all sit there and book me for the show. Had all my people and fans buy tickets. I wasn't even there 20 minutes.
Now, various versions of the flyer with Mo3's name have been posted online, but Yella Beezy himself would also claim that this was a fake flyer, suggesting that Mo3 cannot get booked anywhere or make money like him, suggesting that Mo3's whole narrative of getting thrown out of the show was fake, basically suggesting that the whole arrest was just a gimmick to try and get attention, basically a publicity stunt.
Let's get one thing straight. You is f***ed up and can't get booked nowhere, so y'all trying to play these stupid ass kumbaya game, making fake flyers, trying to get people to think that we cool and shit ain't sweet on this end. Ain't now nigga on the same motherfucking flyer as me at all. You know what I'm saying? If you really booked on a motherfucking flyer, show your contracts. Everybody gotta have contracts when you getting paid for a show or you doing free shows. If you was on the show, why the f*** you walking through the front of the building? Everybody know when you an artist, you walk through the back of the building. So why the f*** you walk through the front of them if you own the show? Man, come on, man, you just playing motherfucking games, man. Ain't nobody want even around the motherfucking vicinity of the motherfucking venue when you try to pull up. Out of all the motherfucking shows we've been doing in Dallas, we do shows all across Dallas, Fort Worth, all this shit. Why the f*** would you go to the one that's in Frisco when you know they gonna have a whole bunch of police for you can be safe? You so focused on trying to ride my wave and trying to look at my motherfucking pocket, you can't do your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all that publicity, it's not gonna get you nowhere. You trying to come up off gimmicks. That's why you can't come up, cause gimmicks don't last long. That's why ain't with y'all, cause the whole city know you hoes. The whole city know you. All y'all wanna do is pull publicity stunts. Ain't about you solid, man. That's why you can't get past. Cause you trying to come up off gimmicks instead of being authentic with the you trying to watch what's going on over here. Mad at the paper, man. I ain't worried. What the f I'm gonna worry about who trying to do free shows? I just got 70,000 this week off shows. I done made 70 this week off shows. So why the f am I worried about who trying to do shows for free?
Trapboy Freddy would also take to social media to call Mo3's arrest a publicity stunt.
A publicity stunt. Oh, look at the fire. I want to be relevant. Dumb. Hey, let me be with them. Look at that over there. Hey, you ain't one of us. Shit, on the other side. I really don't think you went to jail today. Me personally, I don't think you went to jail. But if you did for trespass and whatever, man, come on, man, suck it up, man. No bun out. What ass shit. That's a misdemeanor, bro.
2 days after that incident, the clip would be posted to Vlad TV, where Vlad asks Yella Beezy about the beef with Mo3, with Yella Beezy claiming to have no idea who Mo3 is, also denying having ever heard Mo3's diss song 219.
After we did the interview with you, I interviewed Mo3.
Who?
Mo3.
I don't know who that is. Where you from?
I think he's from the same place you're from. Same area.
Dallas?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Never heard of him?
I know everybody from my city making noise.
Mo3 dropped a song called 219. Some people say is a diss song towards you.
I ain't never heard it.
Clearly Mo3 was still feeling sore about what had happened at the venue, and no doubt Yella Beezy denying his existence only angered him more. So the following day, on July the 30th, 2019, Mo3 releases a music video for the track Let Me Find Out, where he appeared to go at Yella Beezy directly, referencing being ejected from that concert where they were both supposed to play together, suggesting that the police recommended he leave due to Beezy not wanting him there, with Mo3 suggesting that he had lied to police, saying that he was friends with Beezy to try and get in the venue, and saying that he plans to shoot every diamond off his teeth, as well as once again referencing that shooting on the highway, and lyrics suggesting that Beezy had told his team that he wasn't going.
That's a crazy state. I ain't even thought of that one. I'm gonna shoot every diamond off your teeth. Hey, that's hard. That's hard. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, dang, that's tough. But how this situation ended is real ironic if you think about it. He probably paid enough. Allegedly paid enough for it to get done exactly like that. Karma's some crazy shit, but hey, be a good person. To anybody watching me, please be a good person, because you don't know. You never will know. Karma works. Karma's gonna come back. It might not come back how you think, when you think, where you think, none of that, but it's coming for your ass, man, boy, what?
To the show if Mo3 was there, alleging that his manager had called and said that it wouldn't be safe.
It's too
and he would
many
even say on the
situations
outro of the track that the promoter had asked if it was okay to put Mo3 and Beezy on the same show, with Mo3 suggesting that he had no problem with it, and suggesting that the promoter had asked Beezy whether they could be in the same venue together, alleging Beezy had said that he doesn't want to be within 50 feet of Mo3. The day this track dropped, Go Yayo would take to Facebook to diss Mo3, and at some point Mo3 would take to to IG Live once again to rant about hhis recent beefs in the city for close to an hour. First off, rebuffing claims that his arrest at the Ford Center was a publicity stunt and saying that everybody will owe him an apology after he exposes the facts on live.
It's a publicity stunt. If you was one of them in the comments before I'm finna expose this, please apologize to me after this.
He would go on to show a flyer and an Instagram post confirming that he was indeed booked for the show.
Who I was on the phone with? I was on the phone with unruly citizens. That's who, you know, the concert at the Ford Center. Unruly. Let me show you how, man. So, you know, unruly. There they go. Unruly.
MO3 would explain that there were 4 promoters and that one of 4 promoters claimed that Beezy called them and said that he doesn't want MO3 to be there.
You got a couple members of Unruly, it's like a group of them. At first, you had 3 of them saying, okay, cool, it's good for the show. And then you got this one saying, man, I don't like saying he rapping. Man, I don't know if that's a good idea, man. What you call it, it's calling us saying they don't want to be on the show with them and whoop and all this, and you know, we done already paid them and stuff, and you know, we're just now adding you on. They just added me on. They did. I'm already doing shows.
MO3 claimed to have told the promoters that there was no beef between him and Yella Beezy, with them saying that Beezy told them that there was beef and that MO3 had asked them to put Beezy on the phone, which they wouldn't do.
Now, I don't got no beef with no rapper. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about no rap beef. I don't have that. Sir, what you talking about? Man, he said that y'all got a problem. He said that. Let me talk to him. Put him on the phone. Nah, we can't do that. Man, just put us on the phone, man. This business. I ain't got no rap beef.
MO3 went on to say that he thought he was booked for the show, even saying that Future, one of the headliners, shared the flyer with Mo3's name on it publicly, suggesting that they only deleted the flyers mentioning Mo3 after the event had taken place without Mo.
So I told the promoter, I'm good. I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Book me, I'm gonna do my shit. I don't know nothing about no rap beef. So he was like, man, 3, you for real? I'm like, bro, I'm for real, bro. All my kids. How y'all think I got on this show? Is y'all at y'all mind? Did y'all really think I just popped up out of somewhere? I was promoted on the radio, billboard ads, in hold on, Future even posted me. Future, you can't, if y'all don't believe me, Future page, when he promoted the shows, they waited till y'all was saying, they waited till the internet started saying, he wasn't even on the show. They was like, oh, bet, the internet think he wasn't even on the show. Let us hurry up and go delete all the promotion we did of him. So I'm looking like, they deleted it. You, guess what? I recorded it. Future. This Future page. This, watch this. See, they wasn't too quick on their feet. Look, this Future page. Future, Wednesday at 9:23. Who named that say at the bottom? Oh, apologize to me, y'all. Say sorry, Mo3.
Damn.
So Future lying about me being on this show, this Future page. This is real page. Say sorry, Mo3.
Mo3 would go on to say that he felt like the venue and the promoters finessed him, even going as far as to play a recording of the promoter supposedly telling Mo3 he was all clear to perform.
And then they called me back 2 days later and said, okay, we made up our mind, you can get on. You think I'm lying? Guess what? Y'all recording. Let the game begin. They called me at 11:50 in the morning. Listen, and this is what they told me. They
said, pulling on receipts though, man.
We all came to an agreement. You can get on the show again. I'm like, so I told you I ain't tripping with the rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that rap beef. I'm steady saying it. I'm hollering at this whole time. Hello? What's going on?
Hi, MO3. This is great for unruly citizens. You know, how you vibe is ready for Saturday. You know, we just want to make sure that we have a good show, like we don't have, you know, anything extra. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Yeah, no, we good.
Let me run it back.
How you know this old? He got the old iPhone with the fingerprint.
Hope you have a good show.
Yeah, no, we good. I'm Gucci. I'm just ready to rock out, do my thing. We're not trying to like escalate any situation. We just want to put on a good show for our first event here with the Cowboys, you know. I'm on the same page as y'all. We just want to speak to people directly so we can feel comfortable because obviously we see what you can do in a good crowd, so that's going to help our show. But we just want to make sure everybody's safe because it's a very suburban show.
Listen, did you hear what he said? He said, obviously, you're very good at what you do. We would love to have you on the show. You can bring in a crowd. and it's going to help our show. A show that y'all said I wasn't on. Y'all better apologize to me, bro. Y'all hurt my feelings. This is the who run the show.
We're not gonna take you off the show.
Listen, we're not going to take you off the show. Did you hear what the promoter said? Tell me sorry. Stop playing with me. Tell me sorry.
MO3 would go on to say that the police outside the venue told him that Yella Beezy specifically claimed he didn't feel safe with MO3 in the venue.
I'm confused why I'm handcuffed. I'm confused why y'all violate me. I'm an artist, sir. I'm verified, sir. Sir, what you doing, sir? I'm supposed to be here, sir. Your show has been canceled. When, sir? I don't know nothing about that. When did they cancel the show? When? He got me in the car and said, you had beef with a rapper. I don't have beef with no rapper. Well, that's what him and his team is saying. Him and his team are telling us that they don't want to be near you.
Dang.
Why? What's going to happen in Frisco?
MO3 would then address Yella Beezy's DJ Vlad interview where he said that he didn't know who he was just the day before this. With MO3 saying rather menacingly, how are you going to say you don't know who he was?
I'm sorry, I want to hear that shit again.
Why? What's going to happen in Frisco?
MO3 would then address Yella Beezy's DJ Vlad interview where he said that he didn't know who he was just the day before this. With MO3 saying rather menacingly, how are you going to say you don't know me when you felt me?
Why you get on Vlad TV talking about you don't know me? When you don't felt me, you get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, you felt my presence before, sir. I didn't act like I didn't know you, sir. I said he's a good rapper.
MO3 then proceeded to mock Yella Beezy for telling Vlad he doesn't know him, but telling the police all about their business.
You know what you could have did? You could have told them like me, it wasn't no smoke, and then they would have let us get in there. We would have been in the same thing. You ain't gonna do that, did you? Nah, you ain't gonna do that. I know. It's okay. I ain't mad at you. I am mad at you. Nah, I ain't mad at you. I'm just
playing crazy.
I'm just playing with you. You made me look like a liar. You made me look like a liar to the cops, man. Because I sit up there and I was trying to, keep it real and say that it was not any beef, because I don't even know anything about no beef. And you went right over there with your little light skin and you told those folks it was some smoke. You told those folks you cannot be by me. Sir, you were sweating, sir. They told me, sir, you were sweating, sir. Sir, I would have loved to see you sweat.
Now, to be fair, MO3 does kind of go on to contradict himself here, playing a call that apparently shows the promoter telling him that he was being taken off the show because of his gang ties.
MO3, we gotta put you off the show. I say, what? What you mean you gotta put me off the show? Cause you're a gang member. I said, isn't whatchamacallit a Crip? I said, do y'all have something against Bloods? I didn't know it was illegal to be a gang member. As long as you're not doing gang member crimes, it's okay. You have the freedom of speech and the freedom to represent whatever you want to represent. They got Ku Klux Klan out here. 50 Cent was gang banging once upon a time. He's successful. Sir, I'm not comprehending Lil Wayne. I always say, so woo. He's successful. Y'all think I'm lying? They said I couldn't cook because I was a gang member. Guess what? I recorded it! The Dallas gang. Oh, gang unit police.
Yeah, call them.
Listen, he said the Dallas gang unit police called them and said, y'all have gang members on y'all show. And they said, who? And I guess I'm the only gang member. So they had to take me off, but I thought whatchamacallit was a 6-0 neighborhood Crip. Right? That don't, come on, man. Y'all got something against them bounty hunters? Whoa, 282. Whoa. But he over there talking about neighborhood, let the seas lie. But I'm the only gang member. This that put both of us on the show. These facts. Y'all ain't gonna make me look bad. What I'm lying for? Clout chasing for what?
And after some bounty hunter blood banging on the phone, MO3 would claim that after his arrest, he managed to get the promoter to admit that it was Yella Beezy who didn't want him in the show, not the gang unit.
MO3. But you just said they got all them gang members. Why I'm the only gang member that gotta be taken out? How they just gonna call me a gang member? I'm not blaming nothing on the police. Listen, this him. MO3 on the show. Is it good? Don't blame nothing on the police all the time. Stop that. Don't do that.
I'm not blaming nothing on the police officer. What I'm trying to tell you is that
felt like it was a bad idea. True or false? No, watch me get quiet. Hello? Listen, he didn't want to listen. All this was a bad idea. Don't stop blaming the police. All this is going on. All this commotion caused up. I'm going to jail because a rapper is getting on your by letting me on the show because he feared for his mother safety. How many times did you tell me that? And I said, why would he fear for his safety? I can't do nothing up here.
In the end, MO3 spoke his piece and seemingly proved to the world that he was at least booked for the show at some point, rather than the whole thing being a publicity stunt. But at the same time, it does sound like he kind of knew he wasn't entirely welcome when he turned up at the venue. And even denying that all of this was for publicity, the promotion and subsequent Instagram live rant was indeed good publicity for MO3. And despite MO3 claiming time and time again that he could have been in the same venue with Yella Beezy without any drama, we all know that's not true. And from here on out, it would only take a couple of months before MO3 and his ops would indeed find themselves at the same venue. And unsurprisingly, it all popped off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit
Following
is
on from
crazy.
MO3 being rejected from the concert at the Ford Center where the Yella Beezy...
He knew at the same time. They say they took him off the show, but he still went up there. So... yeah, I don't know. That's wild.
He would continue to have back and forths with his biggest rival on social media. On October the 2nd, he appeared in a Say Cheese interview where he jokingly suggested that he might be willing to settle the beef in a celebrity boxing match, echoing Roy Lee's earlier sentiments.
Celebrity boxing, man, you understand me? Three versus whatchamacallit, T Diddy, knock T Diddy out third round. You get what I'm saying? Boom, 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 he ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then whatchamacallit is just the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? That's really what they want to see. They don't want to see T Diddy. You get what I'm saying? Not them facts. You get what I'm saying? T Diddy the backup down, so we're gonna go get him out first. Let him come out, do his dance around the ring, whoop whoop, scoop him up, he out of there.
Despite saying that he would knock them out in the ring, MO3 would go on to say in a less joking manner that it's possible he could have squashed the beef had he been allowed backstage at the Ford Center that day.
Could he have been squashed that day? It could have been squashed probably. You get what I'm saying?
Ain't this after Yella Beezy highway situation? Man, you know damn well that ain't finna get squashed. Hey, do you think you can be on the same show as whatchamacallit? Duh. What is you talking about, bro? I do 1,000 shows. Ain't no man finna stop me from not getting on stage. You get what I'm saying?
Later in August, Yella Beezy's full DJ Vlad interview would drop, where he would discuss the Tollway shooting, telling Vlad that he would not forgive the shooter, even going as far as to say that if his shooter apologized to him, they wouldn't make it out of the building because Beezy wants his get back.
Yeah, man, exactly. You're not finna come and try to say, I'm the that shot you and think you finna walk away. I'm gonna get my lick back.
Also in the interview, Beezy would discuss his monster jewelry collection, suggesting that at this point in his career, he has 7 figures at least in ice alone.
Would you say you have $1 million in jewelry at this point?
Sure.
Clearly, Beezy was doing very well for himself off of shows. In fact, do you remember when MO3 didn't get let into the concert and Yella Beezy went on that rant where he said that MO3 gets no bookings and makes no money and bragged about all the money he was making from shows?
Don't be worried about nothing. I gotta make 70 plus this week.
That's because you blackballing them though.
How the can I worry about another? I do this
Not
every
saying
week.
that you're wrong, but
I'm
that's
good
why.
for 3 shows a week, including after parties. So you add that up. How the am I gonna even have the knowledge or even try to have the time to motherfucker pay attention to another? How? I'm getting to some money. I ain't worried about you.
Well, clearly these words got in Mo3's head, because after Yella Beezy's DJ Vlad interview, Mo3 would be seen on social media spending $90,000 in jewelry, seemingly proving to the world that he's not short of money.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Come here. Come here, man. Hey, man. Get that. That drip. That drip, man. Get that drip. Oh, yeah. That way. That way. Get my boy. Get my boy. Let him know what we doing. I know it. That's a wrap.
60 for the watch, 30 for the chain.
Later that month, Mo3 would appear on No Jumper, where Adam22 asked Mo3 what it would take for the beef to settle down, with Mo3 echoing Roy Lee, saying that he wants to fight his ops in the ring for money and settle things that way.
Would be able to like sit down and sort it out. You suggested a boxing match in your Say Cheese interview.
Yeah, look. I just want to punch him down if it's some beef. Cause I still don't know nothing about this beef. I'm not no boxer, but I'll punch him down. You get what I'm saying? It's like, just to shut everybody up, punch them down, we punch it out for some money, and we get the money to charity, you know what I'm saying? Give them to the kids. You know, the kids gonna love to see they hometown rappers scratch.
Smoke it out.
They gonna smoke it out in the gloves.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And once they do that, after I beat they turn around and get them kids their money. You get what I'm saying?
Seemingly in response to this, Yella Beezy posted on his Instagram saying that he can't wait to punch MO3. And unfortunately, only a few weeks after this, yet another confrontation between MO3 and Freddie taking place at the CME merch shop would be leaked on video. As on the 26th of September, Freddie would share surveillance video allegedly showing MO3 arriving to the store once again looking for a fight, with someone shouting in MO3's face backed up by another man, allegedly Freddie holding what looks to be an assault rifle, with Freddie suggesting that this was the very day that MO3's roam free pass was revoked. MO3 would reply to this, mocking Freddie for standing there with a gun in his hand, whilst MO3 himself was there, shirt off, ready to fight, and once again suggesting that this video had also been selectively edited. MO3 would then take to Instagram, posting a video of him reacting to the footage and claiming that he came there unarmed to fight like a man.
It's so friendly, fam. Look at this video. I'm shirt off in your hood at your store. Telling you, put that man, I'm gonna beat you up, knock you out. And all your partners was around there. All your partners with you. I'm at your store, in your hood, on Sanger, at your store, next to the motherfucking lunchroom. Shirt off. Look in the video, I'm in his face, shirt off. Put that strap down, I'm gonna knock your out. He did it. He ain't never put that. Come on now, ain't no damn fool. I don't want to punch him too hard and he shoot the. Don't forget the fact, y'all, I came to his hood at his store. My shirt, you see my shirt off and my shorts on, no strap in my hand. I could have brought a strap. Why I won't do all that, man? It's broad daylight. Why I won't do all that? I came to punch on you, you know, just a little bit.
Why you rubbing on your chest while you talking about this, cuz?
Hey. Big gun in hand. You ain't even shoot the. You're never supposed to draw down on a person, sir, if you're not gonna, you know.
MO3 would go on to say that the footage was 2 years ago and that he hasn't seen Freddie without a gun since, even questioning why Freddie didn't shoot him that day.
2 years ago. I ain't seen that since then without that gun. That's that video I was talking about. He still keep editing that up. Question of the day. How you let her come to your store, this your store, on your block, check you, tell you fight, you draw down with a big AR and let them leave and then shoot them and nothing happened to them? Hold on, so I came to your block at your store, made your come outside, told you scratch, you drew down with an AR and you let them leave? Ah, come on, man. I hope y'all ain't glorifying the fact that this had a strap and didn't want to scratch. It ain't like we seen each other somewhere else. I pulled up. That's what you call pull. I pulled up. I came to where he at. And you let him leave. You let me leave. You drew out this big ass gun for nothing. Let me leave because you ain't want to punch it out and get your knocked out. That's what the camera was going to show. You get your knocked out. You ain't want that this. You got a reputation of hold.
Clearly MO3 was looking for Freddie to engage in a fist fight rather than a gunfight, and the following month he would finally get what he was looking for, because at the 2019 Dallas State Fair in October, there was an altercation where Trap Boy Freddie allegedly caught MO3's manager Brandon Rainwater lacking at the fair and started a mass brawl. Grainy footage.
Man, I'm skipping everything involving Rainwater after this. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like nothing about that dude.
Would later surface of the incident, which is too violent to show you on YouTube, but it would purport to show somebody being sucker punched before a mass brawl broke out in the middle of the fair, with it being suggested that the person who was initially rushed and punched being Brandon Rainwater himself. Following the supposed fight, Trap Boy Freddie would post from the fair telling MO3 that his partner was getting beaten up.
You better get to the fight, your partner's already getting the
and sometime later, Freddie would post saying just how happy he was to finally punch someone with his big rings.
Oh, I finally got to hit a with the motherfucking rings. Yes, sir. Finally got to give me one. We had to have a 9th grade knockout. That's fun to be, man.
Sadly, this would be only the first of several incidents where MO3's enemies in the streets would physically attack the man managing his music career. And unfortunately, the next occasion where fists would fly in Rainwater's direction would be much more brutal and much more closely documented.
Matter of fact, you know what? I ain't
2019,
gonna
Dallas
skip
rap
it.
fans would be shocked when headlines hit that MO3 had been shot in the head. He would go even further, supposedly posting footage of himself bleeding on Instagram after the alleged incident.
Hey, come on. Hey. Pull through here. I'm good. Shot me in my hand, grazed my back. Man, I'm good.
Now, it would later turn out this shooting was entirely fake. In reality, it stemmed from a music video for his song Why, with the whole shooting thing just being a publicity stunt to promote his latest project, Osama, of course named after his destructive alter ego.
Now, if he was willing to do that publicity stunt, maybe the other one was a publicity stunt. I don't know, man.
Osama 3 Laden. This project featured numerous disses leveled at his ops in Dallas, as well as that scathing diss track 219, which had only raised tensions between the warring rappers in the city months before. But unfortunately, as we saw at the Dallas State Fair, despite Mo3 claiming to be untouchable, his feuds were beginning to affect those around him. And moving into 2020 once again, Mo3's manager Brandon Rainwater would end up being on the receiving end of a beating meant for Mo3. Reports would surface that
all you do is get beat up. All you do is get beat up and set people up. That's all you. Alright. Look, I'll tell you where he at. Don't beat me up again.
January 2020, an altercation took place at popular nightclub V Live. Allegedly, Mo3's manager Brandon Rainwater arrived at V Live strip club being told by security to wait outside. Eventually, he was spotted by Yella Beezy and his entourage, at which point a security guard holding a gun approached him along with Yella Beezy. Apparently realizing what was going on, Rainwater tried to run away, knowing he was about to be attacked. And eventually, the full surveillance footage showing the entire altercation would surface online. But once again, that's far too brutal to show you on YouTube. But in the video, we see Rainwater run out of the gates of the nightclub entrance into the street, being chased initially by one person thought to be Yella Beezy himself, with Beezy grabbing Rainwater's coat, pulling it off, and pulling him to the ground in the process, then beginning to punch and kick him on the floor. At this point, several members of the entourage rush into the street and join in on the brutal beating, with Rainwater trying to escape, ultimately being dragged into the middle of a busy intersection close to moving traffic. At one point, Rainwater is thrown in front of incoming SUVs, and it's honestly a miracle he wasn't run over and killed. Eventually, the group of around 5 people taking part in the beating would turn around and run back to the club, leaving a seriously injured Rainwater laying in a busy street, unable to get back to his feet as traffic speeds past him. Shortly after this, another clip would surface showing Beezy and his entourage running back to the club, with Beezy himself yelling on camera that he had beaten up Rainwater all by himself.
For real. Running, ran for one. I beat him up. I'm leaving, yo.
This incident left Rainwater with a dislocated hip, and he would eventually sue Yella Beezy for $1 million in damages. And Mo3 would react to the news of the vicious assault on his manager in an Instagram live session, where he would say that his ops don't get any points for beating up a professional from the industry who isn't in a gang.
No points. No points. She gets no points. The video going around that hit the internet. The video don't surface. You can't J no that's not like that, that's not cut like that, and ain't even trying to be like that. It think, oh yeah, that's how we riding. Know what's up? Ooh, Rainwater. Let me say his name, cause I keep saying, whatchamacallit beats up Mo3's manager. First of all, I want y'all to understand that's the only way the views, the numbers, and everything gonna go up, cause it's got my name in the front of it. First of all, y'all taking it like a whoop me or something, dodging me, ducking me. Ain't even trying to be no vicinity of me. I don't know why, I'm a friendly rapper, but I know what's up. Anyway, listen, this ain't even about me. Fam, the video come up, I'm finna show y'all both videos. You get, cause guess what they recorded it. Rainwater, my manager, is not no street. He graduated high school and went to college. Cause guess what they recorded it. Rainwater, my manager, is not no street. He graduated high school and went to college, sir. You get what I'm saying? He was promoting and throwing college parties for a living. He wasn't selling drugs. He wasn't gang banging. He wasn't locking B's and C's. He wasn't doing none of that. You get what I'm saying? Let me say that again. Rainwater, Mo3's manager, it's not no street. He's not no street. He ain't out here. He pull his pants up on his ass, you know, and whoop the whoop, and you know what I'm saying? Talk like he got some sense. You get what I'm saying? He's scary. Why is 5 chasing down a scary man?
And y'all still don't. Never mind.
Huh?
Well, that explains why you did what you did.
Then you walk back to the car talking about, yeah, I beat him up. I beat him up. Guess what, they recorded. He's not street at all. He be mad at me for some of the shit I be doing. And I gotta tell him, man, god damn, come on, scary. Fam, y'all whooped the scary and y'all ain't even whoop him good. I'm disappointed. I whoop. If that were me and my partners, and we would've caught that boy lagging like that, we'd did him dirty. Y'all ain't doing him dirty, man. Come on, man. His lip wasn't even bust. Come on, man. Y'all stomped on him a couple times, kicked him, tripped him. That shit whack. When you jail, you supposed to go in. You supposed to go to the max. You supposed to get that boy to business. Why would you want a bunch of other big, ugly jay him? Fam, if you like that, you could have just whooped him yourself. Then I asked him. Then they talking about where he ran. Three, you see him running? I know he ran. I asked that hoe, I called him. I said, Rain, why you run? He said, 3. They came out of nowhere. I said, how it happened? He said, I was finna walk in the club, and I had got in the car, and they came out of nowhere. He said, and a couple of them had straps. He said, you already know how I feel about all that. I said, oh yeah, bitch, you was up out of there, wasn't you? You were gone. I see your face right now. I see your face right now. But I was trying to figure out, why did they do you like that? Did they thought you was me? Nah, they ain't thought that. Yeah, nah, you too tall. You too slim. Your haircut different. Nah,
Your haircut different.
This MO3 manager. Yeah, okay, they get this. Then he telling me why he running. You screaming, get the car. Nah, come here, get car. Sir, he's a high school graduate, went to college, / club promoter, now turned into a manager. Sir, he doesn't have a track record, sir. He does now. The way you in the rest of
if you would stop acting like you was invincible, got you a different manager. Yeah, that's probably all it would have took. You'd still been alive.
Ran him down. I told him you should have ran track.
After this, Yella, Beezy and Trapboy Freddy would take to IG Live themselves, going back and forth about the fight in a short freestyle.
Hey, what's up, Freddy? Hey, what's up, Freddy? Yeah.
Hold up.
Freddy. Freddy.
Ooh, seen him running down the street, boy. Like, I done seen him running from the pipe. Hey.
Yeah, little Freddy.
Man, I seen the tape.
What happened? What tape?
Little bro.
Not the baby in the camera.
Be so loud going hard. What tape?
No! Man, little bro, you seen that old fool?
Here, hold on. Shut your Kermit the Frog, sipping my tea.
Oh, I'm just saying my yak.
And then a few days later, MO3 would go live on Facebook once again, saying that he's blackballed by the industry and expressing frustration that if he did what Yella Beezy did, he would be in prison immediately.
Keep it real. If that was me chasing a manager down, fam, who ain't even like that, chasing a manager down with my partners and we do them dirty, I'm gonna be bonding out. I'm gonna be going live as soon as I get out of jail saying, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened. Woo, 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 woo. Them facts. Every time I pop up somewhere, I'm going to jail. Y'all stop ignoring the fact that every time I pop up somewhere, I'm going to jail.
He would go on to say that Beezy got exposed by the surveillance footage after claiming he beat Rainwater up all by himself, when in reality, it was a group jumping.
Why did you say you beat him up by yourself? Why did you make that video? I beat him up. Me. I beat him up. Me, by myself. That's first evidence. Then boom. We later on get second evidence that y'all jamming. Who beat him up?
I beat him up.
MO3 would even react to the footage and say that Yella Beezy's girlfriend was hyping the situation up.
You got your baby moms out there, Pete. What she say? Hold on, I gotta run that back.
That's what you do, baby.
That's what you do, baby. That's right, baby. That's what you do, baby. Always, you can tell she ain't never seen jump. She was infatuated. That's right, baby. That's what you do. Girl, you don't get your big ass on and go sell a wig. Girl, you better take your ass on and go sell a lace front. He ain't did nothing.
MO3 would go on to say that Yella Beezy's homies would be mad that he was claiming credit for the beating and suggesting that local Crips were disappointed when all of the footage came out.
This how the car conversation went when they left. This how the conversation went. So she said, that's right, baby. That's what you do. Girl, go sell the wig. Get your ass on. They got right in the car. I can hear them now. Yeah, cuz you see I did that thing, cuz, yeah, how yeah, doing all that Facebook bumping, cuz, yeah, caught that, yeah, cuz. Here go the other in the back. The other in the back probably looking like, bro, you ain't really do nothing, bro. Damn. You ain't gonna say my part, what I did? Y'all gonna let him take all the credit?
Well, my part of the story.
Damn. I seen a lot of statuses like that. Damn, cuz, let me down. All the crib niggas talking about, damn, cuz, let me down.
MO3 would then go on to suggest that this must be the first time Yella Beezy has jumped anyone because of how excited he was after the incident.
He was happy in the... It's your first time jumping somebody? Oh my God, that's your first time jumping somebody? That's your first time jumping somebody. You too happy. He was too happy, folks.
Moving on from this unpleasant incident, thankfully MO3 was able to turn his focus back to music, with his next project gaining him another taste of mainstream recognition. On Valentine's Day 2020, releasing a joint project with Beezy called Badass MO3, with this landing at 135 on the Billboard 200 albums charts, and spawning the hit track One of Them Days again, with that releasing with a video in July that today sits at close to 60 million views. It's possible that remaining so close to MO3 during the peak of their beef made Beezy a target too, but more on that later. For now, MO3 wasn't the only one in Dallas pushing their music career forward. In May 2020, Yella Beezy and Trapboy Freddy would drop a joint track called Racks, which racked up 16 million views. And this was from their joint mixtape released around the same time, I'm My Brother's Keeper, which also had the track You Ain't Like That, an apparent MO3 diss casting doubt on his gangster credentials, and the track Money on Your Head that seemingly confirms MO3's claims that his rivals had indeed put a price on his head. But not content to let the beef settle, MO3 would return with a new song in June, once again taking aim at his rivals. His new song, I'm the Truth, featured generic lyrics hinting at having done something to his rivals, as well as making a long speech on the outro calling Trapboy Freddy a backup dancer and claiming to have pulled up on him on his birthday, as well as suggesting that he pressed Yella Beezy on numerous occasions and saying he got his chain snatched at King of Diamonds. Clearly MO3 wasn't going to let this beef settle anytime soon, and the following month he'd be seen on social media, seemingly mocking the ops once again, this time for apparently attending a funeral, and saying that when he used to be friends with Trapboy Freddy, Freddy would tell MO3 to leave Beezy alone.
What the f*** wrong with y'all stupid? He ain't like that. Ain't like what? You still keep going to funerals. Ain't like what? Shut the f*** up. Man, listen, bro. Everybody know y'all can still on some laughing at every time. And you gotta come hard in it all week. You talking about he ain't like that? Bro, the backup dancer I already used to tell me when I used to come to the hood, I used to come to y'all hood. Man, leave whatchamacallit alone, bro. Leave my alone, bro. You know he ain't like that, bro. You know, and y'all gonna make a song talk, he ain't like that. I'm the truth. Yeah. Hey, you talking about big old something walking down the train. And then let me tell you this. You drop the whole mixtape of my song, caught all that. They go check the numbers. Hey, you talking about press. You listen. You pop out so we can play Call of Duty. Quit talking about paying. Pop out so we can play Call of Duty and get you one.
With Trapboy Freddy responding to MO3 in a tirade of posts on Instagram, suggesting that people dying in the streets is nothing new, and saying that MO3 is hiding and not enjoying himself in Dallas, and that he will be killed when he is seen in public. Freddy would suggest that MO3 only turned up beefing him at the store for internet beef, even going as far as to say that MO3 is going to die wearing all his diamonds. Clearly this beef was far from over, and soon another escalation would take place, with MO3 seeming to be put in the same situation that he'd been put in Fort Worth many years before, finding himself at a nightclub once again, being forced to use firearms to defend himself. On September the 19th, 2020, V-Live in Houston, Texas was hosting a twerk wars party when violence erupted in the early hours of the morning. The news would report that a rapper was targeted in a shooting, with some later suggesting that this was actually an attempt on Mo3's life gone wrong. ABC News reported that the rapper and his posse had shot back in a gunfight at the club, with the news stating that suspects opened fire at the rapper upon his arrival, with the rapper's entourage shooting back into a crowd.
According to Houston police, a rapper had pulled up in front of the V-Live Bar Lounge. As he pulled up, as Detective Graff said, someone started shooting at the rapper from across the street. The rapper and his group started shooting back, according to investigators. A crowd of people in front of the bar, as well as 2 employees, were shot in the volley of bullets.
It started roughly around 3:30 a.m. From what we can gather, there was a rapper here tonight, and as he arrived here, he began taking gunfire from an unknown suspects. Fire was exchanged between the suspects and him, and then both him and the suspects fled. There were 2 people that were struck by gunfire. Both are being treated at hospitals.
Apparently 2 unarmed employees of the club were hit but luckily survived, with it even being said that one of them was shot in the head and another in the neck. But it seems clear to me that nobody died in this incident. But there did appear to be more to this story than was reported on the news, because the following month Mo3 would come out saying that Trapboy Freddy had recently lied when he posted that he was in a car accident, with Mo3 saying that Freddy really got shot in the shootout at V-Live.
Hold the I cannot believe my mother eyes. Is my op laid up in a hospital talking about he got in a car wreck? Boy, talking about you broke your leg. Tell me you really got hit up. Yeah. Been camping. Then you got hit up. Everybody know you got hit up when you went to the hospital. You telling people don't record it, don't put it out there, woo, cause you want mother thinking the city you untouchable. Now it's pressure. Somebody broke his leg in a car wreck. You goofing the hoe. I bet your partner sitting up there looking like, bro, so he just gonna act like he ain't get shot? A couple weeks ago, he gonna act like he ain't hit him up and V-Live? Stop playing. I don't know who did it, I'm just saying. Why you capping like your leg got broken in a car wreck? Put it back up down.
With Freddy clapping back, saying that he only got grazed and that Mo3 should keep their beef in the streets and off the internet, even going on to suggest that Mo3's internet talk was getting people locked up, with Freddy suggesting Mo3 didn't even play a role in the shooting. And Mo3 would later go live suggesting that he had tried to keep things quiet about the shooting too, but suggesting that people in the city had called his mother to gossip to her about the shootout.
Your son got shot, girl. What are you out there doing? You know you always doing something. What the Melvin out there doing now, girl? The Melvin done got shot up, girl. My mama for real. When? Girl, you don't see it, he going viral, girl. They done shot him up,
After everything that happened between these 2 warring groups, it's unsurprising that when they finally ran into each other, that bullets would start flying. And it's honestly a miracle that nobody was killed in this incident. But sadly, this represented the final escalation in this war. At this point, it really seemed like there would be no backing down, and that Dallas simply wasn't big enough for all of these street rappers to coexist peacefully. And so, only a few weeks after this exchange would come the final chapter in Mo3's story, as he would ultimately wind up losing his life, ironically, in the very same way that Yella Beezy nearly lost his life only a few years before. Around noon on the 11th of November 2020, Mo3 is driving on the I-35 highway in Dallas after allegedly leaving the home of a female companion. Whilst he's driving, he begins to be followed by a black Chevrolet Camaro containing 2 assassins, with the moment this ambush went down being captured on a dashcam video. The assassin's car would eventually overtake Mo3, who at some point would work out that he was being ambushed. At this point, Mo3 would swerve to the right and slam the brakes, at which point the hitters in the other car realize that this is their only opportunity to strike in the middle of a busy freeway amongst speeding traffic. For some reason, Mo3 stopped the car, got out, walked around the back of it to the passenger door. It would appear that he was attempting to retrieve a gun from the glove box. At this point, the masked gunman hop out of the Camaro, approaching Mo3's car with an assault rifle at speed. It would appear that Mo3 simply did not have enough time to retrieve his weapon, so he changes course, instead attempting to make a run for it, sprinting south on the active highway. But unfortunately, Mo3 would not escape his shooters, ultimately being shot 9 times and being left for dead in the middle of the highway as the assassins fled in that same Camaro. And to make this incident even more shocking, Mo3's body would be left in the middle of the highway for a considerable amount of time before the authorities arrived, with numerous clips of his final moments being captured and uploaded to social media, but are far too shocking to show you on YouTube. A member of the public was seen administering CPR as civilians tried to get the scene under control, but unfortunately, efforts to save him failed, and a lifeless Mo3 would remain laid out on the highway as shocked Dallas residents passed by. Eventually, the police would arrive and take control of the scene, with news helicopters capturing footage from the air, and soon the local news would be making full reports on this brazen broad day murder.
A manhunt is still underway after a deadly shooting along I-35 not far from the Dallas Zoo. Investigators say when the suspect walked up to the victim's car, the victim got out and tried to run away. The suspect shot him in broad daylight right there on the highway. A lot of people have been talking about the shooting on social media, and some of them say the victim is a well-known rapper in Dallas's hip-hop circle.
A Dallas rapper is dead today after he was shot on I-35. 28-year-old Melvin Noble, also known as MO3, was shot on I-35 northbound near the Beckley-Zane curve.
It is a stark example of the city's struggle to control violent crime. Police say the victim, a hip-hop musician named MO3, was approached by the killer on I-35. Both men stopped their vehicles. The victim got out, took off, started running, but was shot several times on the highway. A bystander inside another vehicle was
everybody's favorite
They
Noble
released
is
these
setting,
photos.
getting shot
The images
by
are
the guy.
pretty clear, but as you see, the suspect is wearing a ski mask.
After the brutal murder of Mo3 on a busy freeway, his various enemies didn't take long to begin posting about it. Seemingly only minutes after the murder, Trapboy Freddy would post a jaw-dropping story, where he appeared to be stuck in the same traffic jam caused by the murder itself.
Man, whoever got the freeway blocked out need to get y'all together, dog. God, can't get on the freeway. Man, Law got the freeway blocked off all the way on Polk, dog. The f they got going? I got the young boy with me, too. Yeah.
And some would go on to point out that Freddy's location in these posts were mere minutes from where Mo3's body had been laying in the road, raising suspicions that he might have had something to do with it. Freddy would apparently post tributes to several of his own dead friends immediately after Mo3's death, before going on to claim that it would be time for him to pop a bottle and celebrate what had just happened.
For to pop some bottles. It's bottle popping time. House party time. Butt naked time.
But Freddy wasn't the only person active on social media following Mo3's untimely demise. Yella Beezy would go live on Instagram with the comments flooded with people suggesting that Beezy was responsible for Mo3's killing. But naturally, Beezy would play dumb to the whole thing.
What are y'all talking about, man? Goddamn me. Once my smoke right out the jar. Say no more, say less.
And finally, we get to Go Yayo, who would also mock Mo3, responding to a post on Facebook saying they wish it was Go Yayo getting shot instead, with Go Yayo clapping back saying that he's going to live forever, #MurderGang. Beyond some coincidental posts and the obvious joy they were getting from seeing their biggest rival killed, at this point there was really nothing more to suggest that Go Yayo, Trapboy Freddy, or Yella Beezy were directly involved in this incident. But Mo3 was a beloved figure in North Dallas, therefore it's no surprise that reports of retaliatory incidents followed his killing, with it being suggested by some outlets that as many as 8 people had died in the wake of Mo3's assassination.
It is a map that marks the madness of murder and mayhem. Over a 48-hour period, 6 identified Dallas locations, 8 people dead. But this afternoon, DPD Chief Renee Hall called it an alarming increase in the city's homicide rate and described why.
In truth, I'll tell you, like many other cities, we are in the midst of a perfect storm of events, fueled by anger, irresponsibility, the trials of a pandemic, and most of all, people using guns and violence to solve their problems.
Chief Hall confirming today the brazen murder of rapper Mo3 on the Dallas Freeway last week has set off a series of violent shootings now being investigated by the Dallas Police Department and the FBI.
Since his death, we've had some other shootings and other violence that has been or appears to be loosely related to his death.
The incidents developments, according to sources, include the drive-by shooting at this East Oak Cliff house on Sunday. 43-year-old Terrence Reed was killed.
Clearly, the killing of MO3 had intensified the violence behind the music in Dallas, and soon another famous rapper affiliated with MO3 would end up catching a stray in this beef too, as regular collaborator and mentor of MO3's Beezy would visit Dallas to attend a vigil for his fallen friend.
I appreciate all the times we had together.
It's crazy the love you get after you gone, bro.
However, it would seem that sometime later, while still in Dallas, Beezy would end up being shot in the leg himself.
Well, tonight we have confirmed that rapper Beezy was shot in Dallas. That word coming from Mo3's manager, Brandon Rainwater, but he didn't give us any more details. Police say someone called 911 and reported the shooting at Big T Bazaar earlier this afternoon. But when officers arrived, they didn't find anything. They did say someone later turned up in a nearby hospital with a gunshot wound. However, they don't know if it's related. TMZ is reporting that the Louisiana rapper was in fact shot in the leg and is being treated at a hospital. Beezy was among the hundreds of family and friends who attended last night's candlelight vigil for Dallas rapper Mo3.
Beezy would later open up about surviving the shooting in a Vlad TV interview, and he'd later be seen recovering with his mother. But once the dust had settled on Mo3's death and the violence that followed, the Dallas police would eventually make some progress on the case, with it being announced on the 10th of December 2020 that the first person had been charged in connection with Mo3's murder. Keywan Dontrell White, a 22-year-old aspiring rapper from Dallas who went by the nickname FGC Banzo Bling, with court documents suggesting that the cops had received a tip regarding White's involvement in the killing and undisclosed evidence, likely to be cell phone data, that cops had used to place White at the scene of the murder when it happened. And following his arrest, incriminating images from his own Instagram would circulate. Like this one, apparently posted only 2 days before Mo3's murder, with the caption, "He put a bag on him, now I'm up," with White holding an enormous pile of cash and a rifle suspiciously similar to the one used in the murder. As well as 2 weeks after the murder, he was seen spending a large amount of cash at a jewelry store. And another image circulated, seemingly showing the car used in the crime parked outside wherever he was when this picture was taken on the surveillance video. And even after his arrest, he would post previews of new songs with lyrics where he claimed he will hop out of the whip and let it spray. But to make matters worse, the accused killer had apparent ties with Yella Beezy, as following the arrest, pictures would circulate showing them together. But clearly unfazed by the recent going-ons, at the top of 2021, Yella Beezy would post on Instagram saying that he was celebrating the end of 2020 by putting his haters in the dirt.
Hey man, new year, new blessings. You understand me? We made it through a hell of a year. You understand? Anybody that ain't for you, anybody that's going against you, anybody that's goddamn negative, you understand me, ain't bringing no positive eye. You know, in the words of Gucci, put that in the dirt. Damn! For sure, you did.
Yeah.
Go, take a toast.
Also in January, Mo3's accused shooter would do an interview from jail saying that he's doing good and that this is just what comes with being a gangster.
I'm feeling good, man. I mean, this living life, man. You know what I'm saying? This comes with a gangster, man.
Well, considering what the allegations were about you and your personal affairs with who you decided to have affairs with, I bet you is doing good in there. You doing great up in that motherfucker, having a blast.
It's what it come with.
You feeling good, fam?
Shit, man. I can't do nothing but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked up. I can't do nothing more than just live life, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the first time I did time. Man, I'm innocent, man. I ain't did nothing, man. I'm just a rapper. That's it. A rapper. I'm innocent.
He would go on to discuss having become famous since catching the case, saying that his brother Ducky P told him about all the views that he was getting since being revealed as a suspect in the Mo3 murder.
But your Instagram account had 1,000 or less followers. It's now at 18.6.
When Ducky told me, like, I had called Ducky one day. When I came to the biz, I called Ducky the first day I came. I was like, what's up? He was crying. He was like, damn, you finally made it. You famous now. You finally got what you wanted, but the wrong way. Like, man, you famous now. What? So my story getting 100,000 views. Post getting 100,000 views. So shit, I was like, damn, it's crazy. I done went famous, but for the wrong thing, and it's not even true.
And he would go on to deny any connection to Yella Beezy, despite the pictures of them together.
Like, people are saying, like, you know Yella Beezy, you've been in a few pictures with him. Like, what's y'all's relationship?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about them like that.
But on the outside, unsurprisingly, all of this going on had the authorities looking at MO3's enemies closely. And in February 2021, Yella Beezy is arrested after being caught by undercover officers with 5 guns in a bulletproof SUV after leaving an Oak Cliff strip mall. Now that certainly wasn't sufficient to link Beezy to MO3's killing, but regardless of the added police attention, that didn't stop Trapboy Freddy from dissing his fallen rival. As in March 2021, he would continue dropping diss songs aimed at MO3 despite him being dead. Freddy's track Laugh Now would quite literally be a song asking MO3 to laugh at him now, along with a music video showing Freddy rapping out the side of an SUV whilst driving on the same roads MO3 was killed on, with Freddy even including a shot of that same road sign that he shared when he was mocking MO3's death on the day of the murder on the same road. And he would rap lyrics literally saying that MO3 laughed at him and now Freddy is laughing back. The whole song is a scathing diss aimed at MO3 and mocking the way he died, rapping things like, I heard they jumped out the whip and he got ran down, saying look how the beef panned out, and that the shooters caught him with his pants down, and he would go as far as to saying that he's putting bags on people and trying to pull up and get them. He would rap that they're catching body after body, telling his ops to dig their friends up, and even saying that his enemies should have thought about the consequences before dissing them, even ending the track by saying that the diss songs are what got people killed. This was a wild song that realistically painted a clear picture of Freddy's involvement in the situation. But while Freddy was going viral for his distasteful song about the hit on MO3, the man himself, MO3, was making hits from beyond the grave, with his posthumous single Outside, aka Better Days, releasing in March, coming along with a hook from OG Bobby Billions crooning about the ops being scared to come outside and nobody being safe, along with eerie lyrics from MO3 himself where he rapped about stepping on his ops and showing no mercy, even ending the song with an ominous lyric about running down on ops. This track would peak at 92 on the Billboard Hot 100, the only song of Mo3's to ever land on this chart. The song would remain there for 7 weeks, and it would appear on his posthumous album Shot Us Forever, released in April 2021, with that project landing at 36 on the Billboard 200 albums chart, the highest ranking attained for a project in Mo3's career. But while Mo3 was making hits from the grave, that same month, another person would be linked to the hit itself, as on the 23rd of April 2021, a second suspect, Devin Maurice Brown, would be charged in the connection to the killing of Mo3, with it being reported that Brown was the one upset that Mo3 was with a certain woman, with it being suggested that Brown had contacted another witness multiple times on the day of Mo3's death, asking if he was at a specific location, with apparent cell phone records connecting both alleged killers Brown and White, with them apparently speaking on the phone numerous times on the day before and the day of the murder, with cell data even indicating that the first suspect, White, had been close to Mo3's location the night before the killing. When the cops swooped in on Brown, they found a stolen AK-47 in his closet, as well as $3,200 in various illegal substances. So, with the two main suspects in custody, despite no plea or trial taking place for the murder as of this recording, it would seem for the time being that the facts around Mo3's death had been explained. But even with those two shooters in custody, all eyes in the Dallas rap scene were still on Mo3's biggest rivals in music, who for some reason would continue to court attention off the back of this tragic feud, ultimately bringing them a whole lot of unwanted attention from both the fans and the authorities.
Man, that shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy, bro. RIP Mo3, dog. The man was funny, bro. I feel like he had one of them mentalities to where it's like either you gangster or you not. Like when he was talking about rainwater, anyway, when he was talking about him saying like he's scary. Why y'all chasing down the scary nigga? Why y'all if that was us, we would have did that. I don't feel like he was sitting there just mocking or making fun of him and all like that. But I mean, shit, it's just a gangster mentality. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. But just the way everything happened, if all this stuff is true, then it's kind of crazy if you think about it. I ain't gonna hold you. It's kind of crazy. Like, he supposedly did whatever he did on the freeway however long ago when it came to Yella Beezy, and then that happened on the freeway to him. Like I say, bro, karma is real, bro. mind you, everything you do, every action has a reaction. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of what you do and the energy that you put out. It's gonna come back to bite you. You just don't know when. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video, man. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Eat fruit, get some money, and be safe out there.